change the game.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we got some new parts to install for the Maxx, the wide kit. When I got the Maxx, it actually came with a brand new wide kit, and the wide kit was in red. I really didn't want the red, so I found somebody selling one in black, and I picked it up, and I've actually been able to sell my red kit, basically to compensate so I don't have any money out of pocket. So we're going to take it over to the bench, we're going to install this kit, and then we're going to take it out and we're going to see how she does. Stick around, guys. All right, guys, so we're going to open up the kit, the Maxxis wide kit. For black, it's part number 8995, and I believe there's different part numbers. Actually, you can see them here for all the different colors. So that's what I have: 8995A for white, 995G for green, R for red, T for orange, and X for blue. So if you're interested in any of those, there you go. I'll put the link down below with the part numbers. So we open up the package. Here's what we have. Right there, there's our links, or our arms. And we also have a set of springs here. I will check the directions, but it's my understanding that those springs are for the front, and you take the fronts and put them in the rear. I will verify that. So to correct that, guys, we're actually using, it says right here, remove the shock springs from all four shocks, install the rear shock springs on the front. The front springs are not used with the wide kit, and then the new shock springs included go on the rear. It also says for optimal suspension performance, replace the 30 weight silicone oil in the rear shocks with 50 weight silicone oil. Be sure to fill the shocks 100% pure silicone oil to help prolong the life of the seals. So that's what it says actually on the kit. That's the first I've heard. I do know a lot of people do change shock oils. I've heard 50 weight, 60 weight, heard a bunch of different things. I've actually picked up from my local hobby store a kit here, basically 50 up to 100. I plan to play around with shock oils on this in the very near future. So we will mess with that in the future, but for now I'm going to start removing our shocks, get our wheels off, start removing our shocks, and start getting this apart. So stick around. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you on the shocks, you have a longer screw and a shorter screw. So your long screw is going to be in the top and the short screw in the bottom. So you have one long screw up top, one short screw on the bottom. On all four corners it's the same, and then your shocks pull out. They sort of fit in there nice and tight in here, which I like, but you can just pull them out and they'll come out. After opening the kit, here's our new springs. That will be, I believe that was for the rear, and our longer arms for our steering. And then we have our longer arms. What I've noticed looking at them right here on this ledge, which I don't think you can see on camera with enough light, it looks like these arms are interchangeable from front to back. So each of them have a LF and then a RR, or vice versa, for what sides they can be used on in the front and or the back. So that's good to know. And then we have 4 of these, which are our upper arms. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in a time-elapse. I'm going to get everything torn apart on the stock arms. I'll come back and let you know of anything that I found that may be helpful for you in the future, hopefully, if you decide to do this. And so let me put you on time-lapse, guys. Stick around. Hey guys, a couple things I'd like to point out that I found while doing this is you need to get this piece off. You have 4 screws on the bottom, 1 through the front, and then you actually have 1 up here. This will then fall down, which will allow you to pull this off and this pin to get the lower, allow you to fully get the screw out here. And then of course all you gotta do is take off your screw that holds your steering rod there, and this whole piece comes off. We do need to take this out, actually this out right here, so we can pull this whole piece off because we're gonna have to put it on the new one. All right guys, for our steering link, the screw goes in actually through the bottom that way, so you access it. It was easier to flip it upside down on my lap and do that. Open our bag here, these 2 right here. But there is a difference in the ends. So you want that one on the inside, takes up more space, as I just found out. Steering arm is on. I have the outer hub on there, so we can line the drive shafts halves back up. There we go. And let's see here. All right guys, so that's basically one front corner done here. You can see, let's see if I can, you can sort of see the difference in width. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this other front side done. I'll come back to you, show you that complete, and then I will start working on the back. All right guys, so I wanted to show right here this piece. This screw goes through the middle of it. Earlier when I was taking this off, there's an opening here to take that screw out, and I thought that screw was helping this on. It does not. So putting it back together, put this on here, put the screw through it, and then take this. It has a hole right there that it slides into, and that'll allow you to put your... All right guys, so now we're on to the back. I've already taken the 4 screws out the bottom plate. So I have this top one here. And as you see, that out, and our wheelie bar and everything is now off. So set that to the side for now. And we have to take, really just like the front, this comes off. I'm going to take out this center bolt right here, which is going to allow me to get to the pins that slide through the lowers. There's that. That's a nice metal piece, so that should never break. All right, so our lower is out. There we go. So that's our left rear piece out. So I'm going to take out this screw here and this screw here, so I can now transfer that piece to the new pieces. So I'm going to do that and then come back to you. All right guys, so as you see here, I have the knuckle switched over to the new arms, so in reverse order. And I highly recommend get your drive shafts lined up first. I've seemed to have the most trouble with that. So that rear is done. As you can see, there it is with the stock one. I'm gonna go ahead and do this last one on the rear here, and then I'll come back to you guys. All right, guys. So the other side is on for arms. I just wanted to show putting this back together right here. So this goes on. Then you have this with your screw going into it. And then once this piece is on, then you can put your wheelie bar / back skid, whatever you want to call it. And when putting your skid, doesn't matter if it's the front or the rear. Let's flip the RC here. See if, yeah. So there's a groove here, and that piece right there needs to slide over top of that. So you really want to come here, put this piece in first. There you go, like that. And then bring it up and put this piece up here in. That piece in, but did go in, and that makes the rear. I just got to put this screw in and the 4 screws on the bottom, so I'm going to take care of that, and then we'll move on to the shocks. All right, guys, so onto the shocks. I have already done this one here. This is a rear. It's got the new spring. I actually did go by their instructions, and I did put some 50 weight oil. I'm using Loshi Racing shock oil that I'm doing. I'm not going to go through on how to fill them with oil because, one, I'm not an expert. And 2, I plan to do some testing with different weight oils anyway, and I probably will do some videos. So this rear is done. This one needs to be done. This is my first monster truck, and you know, I don't know if all monster trucks are this way, if it's Traxxas, what, but you got this screw here that you have to undo that allows you to take the rear or the lower perch off. If you don't take the screw out, you can't take the lower perch off. I love that. I think that's so awesome. So you can pull the spring back, sort of bring that down. There you go. Boom. Spring's off. Move it over there because it's going to go to the fronts. And then I am going to swap out the shock oil. And then basically the new spring goes on in reverse like that. You put your piece back on there, goes back right there. You put your screw back in, and boom. So I'm going to do the shock oil on this and then get these mounted on and come back to you. All right, guys, so there, wide kit's on, the shocks are on. Here is a front view of the wide kit, and here is back view. I just need to pop the wheels on. I've got to charge a battery, and we'll take it out and we'll see how she does with the wide kit. Stick around, guys. Alright guys, so there you have it, the Traxxas wide kit. What do you think? It definitely, in my opinion, makes it more stable. I actually had it on a oval track. Now it's the first time I've ever had it on the oval track, but just going off of what I've done, playing around, bashing in the yard and other places, going through corners, it definitely takes them much better. You can still roll it obviously, but definitely much more stable. So I'm happy with it. I probably will play around with shock oil in the near future, and we'll see where we go from there. I have some more upgrades planned when needed down the road, so I hope you like what you see, guys, and if you do, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.